Mr Deputy Speaker. I remember back in 1975, I think it was 22nd of October, I was dropped off at the Lonergan's place and my mum went in to have my younger brother, Timothy. He was born, and it was a joyous event. A couple of years ago, on this day, we stood around Timothy's bed as he died to bowel cancer. And it just so happens that today is the day that we bring attention to bowel cancer. Left behind his beautiful wife Cassie, Max and Gracie, Claire, and Max, Gracie and Molly. And what a terrible indictment. For a long while, Mr Deputy Speaker, he used to say that he had irritable bowel syndrome and he didn't quite know what was going on. He'd been seeing the ads on the television that there was irritable bowel syndrome, and it was only after he got a second prognosis from a senior doctor said, it's such a terrible shame. If you had the proper checkup earlier, you would have a lot better chance, but right now you have stage 4 bowel cancer and it's dire. Tim fought on for a couple of years, kept going to work, I think, till merely a week or so before he passed away. And an incredibly heroic effort it was of Timothy. My youngest boy is Thomas Michael Timothy in recognition of my brother. So it's so often in politics we get to wear a lapel, something that notes an issue on our lapel, and they're all worthy causes, but this is a cause that's very close to my heart. And I say to the Australian people, there are more people, unfortunately, there should be no primacy of one is better than the other, but more people die of colorectal cancer than die of breast cancer. And the reason I think for that is because there's a much higher incidence of breast cancer, is we've made it somehow uncomfortable, or people feel awkward about getting checked. Now, get your check. Get yourself checked. My mother had breast cancer. My mother had breast cancer, but she died from the effects of bowel cancer. My father had bowel cancer. My younger brother died of bowel cancer. And there's a quote from Horace, and I won't give it in Latin, but basically says, you remember things that make you laugh. So I say to you, it's better to go to the surgery and have a little sleep and let the steel eel do the searching that might save your life, than to feel awkward about something and then have your crying family around you at your bedside. So get yourself checked for bowel cancer.
Member for Cornwall.